Hey everyone, here we are again.
Wow. Wow.
Why is it every time you shake your head, you spray some drool all over the place? You're like a feline sprinkler system. Yes, you are.
Wow.
Today on the cat brushing channel. Look at all the fur that came off of you. That came from you. Did you know that? Yeah, that's you. And now the fur is flying like crazy. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah, Rhonda posted something on the Facebook page about being here. Maybe she's just late today. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing what I do here. I'm not interested in doing shorts here. I like my video to be about 8 minutes at least long. That's sort of my minimum. And I feel like I've phoned it in if it goes below that. Every once in a while, you can cover the subject in that time in less time, but I don't know. I want to at least make it worth your while to stop by and see what's going on. Yeah, I know enough fur to make another cat. That's just what we need around here, right? Another cat. You looking at yourself? That is a strange looking cat, isn't it? Yes, it is. Today on the head scratching channel. That is the look of one satisfied kitty, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, I've neglected the audience long enough. Contrary to what you think, you are not the center of the universe. Yeah, Bite's a spoiled little kitty, isn't he? Yes, he is. That is the face of a spoiled cat. Spoiled rotten. You still got more fur on you, dude. You're just a fur machine. What's the shirt? This is my residence t-shirt here. I was looking for something I hadn't worn in a while, and there's certain t-shirts that I have that I really like that after a while I've worn them so much that I kind of retire them because I don't want to wear them out. I want to keep them on some level. See, Bite's already walked away now because he's not getting the attention. He's showing us all his butt. You don't pay attention to me, I'm not going to pay attention to you. You like the latest video? Thank you. The one about me walking around Waco. Yeah, I know. I sometimes I wonder if that's the right kind of thing, if people even enjoy that. But I like doing it, just kind of going out and seeing what you can see. There's always something new going on down there. They're really trying to revitalize the area down there and make it more tourist friendly. The Magnolia Silos have been a big attraction to the area. People come from miles and miles around to see that, and the city's trying to cash in on that. It kind of keeps things interesting. Never know what you're going to see down there. It's cold here in Texas. We've been cold. Basically, we had a little cold front that blew through here, probably 5 or so days ago. And it's been, I think it's supposed to only get into the 40s today. It's been in the 30s at night. So yeah, it's been really cold here. I think the tomatoes are probably done. Usually by the time it gets cold like that, the tomatoes stop producing, but that's okay. Disappointing harvest on the tomatoes this year, but it was a weird summer too. I don't know. The tomatoes, I think, just didn't know how to deal with that. The jalapenos were confused too. They didn't produce very well. I think I got maybe half a dozen jalapenos all season. And the tomatoes generally didn't make it in the house. They usually just pop right off the vine and walk into the mouth. That's the end of that. I'm glad you liked it, Tracy. I thought the little time lapse segment at the end was kind of fun. I looked up when I was right there at that position. I looked up at the sky and saw the clouds and saw, oh, they're moving slowly. That'd be a great time lapse shot. Paid off, I think. It was a good shot. Yeah, well, I remember last year with the tomatoes. I started getting started getting tomatoes off of it. In late July or early August, and they didn't really start until almost October this year. Because it was 100 degrees or more every day for like 3 months straight. It was people here said that was a weird summer, and last year was a weird winter too. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to seeing what happens this year. The only thing that did really well this year was the okra. I've always loved time lapse photography. I always thought that was cool. I've been playing around, doing time lapse photography even before I was vlogging. Making a special meal on Thursday? Probably not. I'm probably not going to do the whole turkey and turkey routine. I'll probably just put something on the grill. I may very well make a case, a bowl of my mom's, cranberry jello dessert thing. I made that for a vlog, but last year or the year before for Thanksgiving. Check it out if you want. It's one of my favorites. It's something I've had, every year that I can remember. It's a part of the Thanksgiving / Christmas holiday thing when we get that. So I'm glad I got the recipe. I know how to do it, and it brings back so many memories. Other than that, though, I made it a year or two ago for the for a vlog. I generally don't want to redo. I generally don't want to redo things over and over again. Do I use the smoker at all? Yeah, I do sometimes. The grill is most often what I use, but every once in a while, I'll think it's like, oh, we've got this thawed, this is ready to go. Let's put it on the smoker today. So yeah, I do use it from time to time. In the time since I bought the barbecue, a little over 2 years ago, I've gone through what 75 pounds of pellets. So I am using it. I am well, Gene. Thank you. How are you? So thirsty this morning. Oh, that's a drag. Yeah, it's no fun being sick.
Meow.
He's still here. He's just waiting for someone to give him some attention, aren't you?
Wow.
He's my buddy. See, you even got fur all over the couch, dude. Really? Big black blob of fur here. It's just everywhere you are, there's fur, isn't there? Can't even get it off my own hands here. Get off. Yeah, that's probably what he's waiting for. He's waiting for the treats. You dropped it, man. You dropped that one too. Okay, that's enough. You're fat enough. That look of disappointment, huh? Yeah, nuts to that. Treats are done, so's he. Well, that's how that works. You can tell why he loves me. I guess that is why they call it furniture. Car's running okay. Yeah, no problems. I still haven't fixed that chip in the window I got. Someday. Probably what'll happen is it'll freeze this year and it'll crack the whole windshield. Then I'll have to do something. How's the mom? Actually, I saw she sent me a text. Let's see what she has to say here. Okay. Hopes everyone's getting ready for the holidays. Turkey is the thing this week, I guess. She went out and ran errands, had lunch with my sister. She says they're between two seasons. The fall stuff is down, but Christmas is not up yet. So she said the place looks kind of bare. It's been cold there too, I guess. Been covering up the plants, keeping the animals warm. Yeah, that's what I've been doing with Flash. Flash has spent the last few days in the garage. It's too cold for her to be outside. It's funny. What I'll do is I'll put her in the garage. I'll put her in the garage at night when it gets really cold, and then I'll put her out. Put her in her box out in the backyard. And when I come home, she's still in the box, so she hasn't even come out. So she may be into hibernation mode now. We may not see her for a few months, but that's perfectly normal. We expected that to happen. It is good to know that the garage stays warm enough that she's safe in there. It'll get into the 30s outside, but it stays about 60 in the garage. So that's enough to keep her hibernating, but not too cold for her. That's something you got to deal with cold-blooded creatures. But it's part of her cycle. It's just going to be a little bit more extreme here in Texas. But she really digs the heat. I love it. I think she really loves it here. So many places to explore, so many things to eat, so many places to hide. Let's see, I think. Yeah, see, she spent the night in the storm shelter a couple nights ago. Is actually out there right now too. She's in hibernation mode. What's the last film I watched? I was watching Carlito's Way last night. Great Pacino flick. Yeah, Flash is my little walking rock. I think I'm going to go out today and do one kind of last mow of the season in the front yard. It's been a while since I've done that, and the grass has really kind of slowed down a lot, but there's some leaf waste out there, and basically I kind of want to mulch that all up, and so I'm not even going to run the bagger. I'm just going to, have it shoot out and become mulch for the winter. There isn't that much to cut, but I kind of want to make it look a little nice. We're going to have Christmas up pretty soon. I want the house to look decent. And the best time to do that is before I get the electric cords run all over the lawn. I've never really been a Godfather movie fan. I got to admit. I don't know. I know that's probably sacrilegious, but I don't know. Always thought that they were just paced a little too slow for me. Hi, Yvonne. How are you? That's right. I can do this now, can't I? Pull you a little closer here so I can lean back and be comfortable and still read what you're saying. Never seen Star Wars or Godfather. I'm a Star Wars fan, but honestly, the first three are the only ones that I'm really that into. 'Cause I remember, seeing episodes one, two, and three and thinking, okay, that wasn't as good as the first three. And then, seven, eight, and nine, those aren't even as good as the second three. So it just keeps going downhill. Uh, I think I'm basically over the Star Wars thing. So much of the Star Wars stuff I haven't even seen now. Yeah, Rocky was another one that was never really that big with me. Yeah, I heard Solo. I think I actually did see Solo, and Solo was pretty good, but I never bought a copy of it. And like I said, I have, the nine movies, four, five, six, one, two, three, seven, eight, nine, but don't have any of the others. And I don't really find myself watching most of them. They just aren't that good anymore. Hey, it's the other Brack. How are you? Oh, you thought Solo wasn't good. I misread that. I thought Solo was all right. Yeah, me too. Four, five, and six. Star Wars, technically called A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Those are great. Booga booga, right back at you. Okay, well, don't let the homework slack too much here. Got to do your homework. That is important. Yeah, I still have the Indiana Jones movies, but not the Crystal Skull one. That one was horrible. Do I like psychological thrillers? Sometimes. Yeah, the Logan's Run video is still doing well. It's kind of peaked now and settled back to a little bit more normal, but it's still getting a lot of views, and I'm still a lot of people watching that. It's probably it's still my number two video. It did that it went to number two about a week ago, and it's probably halfway now to the number one video. So I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, it makes me want to go do more movie vlogs here. I do have two more that are kind of in the works. And it is funny. My Dallas videos, the three most popular videos I have in terms of views, are all shot in Dallas. Actually, probably number four too. Any plans for Thanksgiving? Probably just gonna cook something on the grill. Gonna make my mom's cranberry or Jello dessert thing. I like that, and that sort of just screams Christmas to me. Christmas and Thanksgiving. Used to have Raiders of the Lost Ark. Right when they opened up the Ark, the electricity went out. That's funny. Yeah, I still have I have the first three. They're all good. I'm not as into number two. I think I don't know. I'm not as into that one. That one I thought was a little slow. But one and three were both good. I like Sean Connery in the third one. He was great in that. I like a lot of stuff that Connery was in. Connery was great in Red October. He was in The Rock. He was really pretty good for that too. I never saw Romancing the Stone. I did read a funny story about Raiders of the Lost Ark versus and Star Wars versus Spaceballs when Mel Brooks did Spaceballs. Apparently, Mel Brooks was concerned that George Lucas was going to sue him, so he got permission from George Lucas to do the parody. And there was one condition that George Lucas had: the character ham sandwich from couldn't dress up like Harrison Ford uh, in Star Wars. So instead, they made him dress up like Harrison Ford in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I thought that was a funny story. Yeah, yeah, I like Connery as Bond. I kind of go back and forth as to who my favorite is because I like Roger Moore as Bond too. I think it's partly because there was sort of a humorous level to it. All the rest of the Bonds took the role very seriously. Connery was very serious. Daniel Craig is very serious. Pierce Brosnan was very serious. But there was sort of a humorous angle. You know, Connor or Roger Moore would break that fourth wall and look at the camera and just smirk every once in a while. I enjoy um, his characterization of James Bond. He was cool, but there was a humor about him too. Roger Moore, the handsome actor, huh? Handsomest actor. Okay, I'll have to take your word for that. I don't really have an eye for that. Yeah, I guess we haven't seen any Amigo videos or pictures lately. I don't know. What was the last one we saw here? Let's see here. Jeff had some good barbecue recently. Oh yeah. I guess I remember this one. Amigo and a dog carrier. Look at those eyes. What did I do to you? What did I do to deserve this? I'll be a good boy, I promise. Well, I admire that too, John. You gotta when you take on a role, you gotta kind of make it your own. You can't otherwise you're just egging the actor that who did it before you. You're playing the actor who played the role, not the playing the role. Yeah, Barney Fife makes me laugh. Yeah, I thought Pierce Brosnan was okay as Bond. Andy Griffith show was great with Don Knotts, and I like Don Knotts in Three's Company. He was great in that. You like it when Barney tries to be all suave and sexy. I know that's the definition of clueless in the dictionary is a picture of that. Yeah, I think Moonraker is one of my favorites too. My favorite Bond villain, of course, was Richard Kiel, who played Jaws. He was in Moonraker and Spy Who Loved Me. He was great. Yeah, Ghost and Mr. Chicken, that was a good one too. You saw his motorcycle in the museum with a sidecar, huh? That's cool too. Seems like a lot of people agree with you, Black Dot. It's a good movie. Don Knotts was an excellent comedian. The voice, the facial expressions, his timing. You couldn't watch that guy and not laugh. Yeah, Incredible Mr. Limpet. I got to go back and watch some Don Knotts movies again. I haven't seen anything of him for a long time. Don't really have anything in my collection. Yeah, he was great on Three's Company, definitely. Yeah, that's another one. Shakiest Gun in the West. We're gonna go through all the Don Knotts movies today. The Reluctant Astronaut. I don't even know if I saw that one. Do you remember when he played the Love God? No, I don't remember that. What did I have for breakfast? A couple of uh, egg and sausage muffins. The Apple Dumpling Gang. I forgot that he was in that. It's been forever since I saw that. I haven't seen that, I think, since I was a kid. Yeah, I don't even have over the air TV anymore. I got rid of it about a year and a half ago. Wasn't watching it, so why would I pay for it? Yeah, Jeff loves the Apple Dumpling Gang too. Yeah, like I said, I didn't watch TV that much anymore. I got my movies and all. I got a few streaming services and stuff like that. But me too, Tracy. I make that salsa all the time. I made it just a couple weeks ago, and so I've got a whole bunch of it now. It's always good. You like the forensic theme shows? Okay, the true crime shows and stuff like that. Yeah, it's sausage gravy and biscuits at Cracker Barrel. That sounds good. Yeah, their biscuits and gravy are really good. And you also like the fictional ones like CSI. Okay. I wonder how many of those CSI shows are actually based on like some real story though. Yeah, some of them get too much. Yeah, I was never really into that. I like some of the reality shows, but I like a lot of the do-it-yourself shows when people create something. That's how I got to the point where I know how to do so many things around here, is I watch a lot of TV shows like on home improvement shows, and saw what they did there. There were so many of them. I used to watch Chip and Joanna games, and I used to watch Homes on Homes and stuff like that. A little too early for Home Alone yet. It's not Christmassy enough yet, but we'll move into the Christmas season here soon. I'm expecting that after we get Thanksgiving behind us, we'll put Christmas lights up, and then I'll be more of in a Christmas mood. In fact, you'll have to wait a few days, but there's a Christmas themed series that that's coming up. That you'll see the first one on Tuesday, and there'll be more to come on that. Yeah, I like modern marvels. I can sometimes find that on Netflix. You and your dog both like Little House on the Prairie. All right. Yeah, oftentimes, the Friday after Thanksgiving, I'll put my Christmas lights up, but I'm going to be working that day. So I may actually put them up on Thanksgiving Day, but they won't probably go on until after. Oh, that's a drag. They had a fire at your Cracker Barrel right after you left, huh? Well, if they're only closing for the day, then it sounds like it's probably just a minor thing. But I guess there are no minor fires in a restaurant. Well, it's a bunch of work putting the Christmas lights up, so I like to enjoy them as long as I can. We can start talking about Christmas so when Thanksgiving is over. I know a lot of people who kind of live in interfaith houses and do both Christmas and Hanukkah. Yeah, that's sort of my way of doing it too, Gene. The day after Thanksgiving goes up and comes down, or at least is turned off by New Year's Day. New Year's Eve is the last hurrah, and the lights will stay on all night on New Year's Eve. And that just seems like kind of the natural deadlines you want for that anyway.
Meow.
I guess it is sort of hard to run a restaurant if the registers and half the kitchen are shut down. Glad it wasn't serious though. Oh yeah, Jeff's heading off to eat. Okay. Sometimes I miss these. I see a comment come in, I start talking about that, and then miss something else. Good talking to you, Jeff. Always good to see you. Yeah, we're thankful for you too, Jeff. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I can only imagine what you'll be serving. Something probably done on the grill. Every once in a while, he does the motions of a meow, but he doesn't actually make any sound. So you get a. So he just did that a minute ago. On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk do I get on New Year's Eve? Do a vlog that night if I answer 7 or above. Yeah, I don't know if that would be because I mean, what I first off, I kind of know what my limit is on alcohol consumption. So I drink until I get to a certain level and then I'm done. And if I go beyond that, a 7 or above is just going to be me sleeping on the couch. So, what movies do I plan to see? I'm definitely going to see Jordan's movie. I see that every year. Uh, I don't know, maybe Nightmare Before Christmas. That's always a good one. Die Hard, of course, you got to see that. I know everyone doesn't think that's a Christmas movie, but they're wrong. Ernest Saves Christmas is a go-to. Scrooge is always one I watch, and I always watch the Twilight Zone episode Night of the Meek. That's a favorite of mine for Christmas. Christmas Story, of course. Subscribers watch an empty couch for hours. That's true. Oh, there he is. He's back. He's on this side this time. You think I'm going to realize it because you're on this side, that I'm going to think that you're another cat. I'm going to give you some more treats, right? Is that how that works? Jeff just sent me some pictures of Amigo. Let's see if we can get this to flip around here. Come on, it's supposed to rotate here. Maybe that's just because it's Facebook. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, there's Amigo kind of saying hi to everybody. And I don't know what that is. He's got wrapped around his neck, but yeah, if you're kind of into the merging of Halloween and Christmas, then that's a good one. And of course, Nightmare Before Christmas, that's always a good one. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't think of Schwarzenegger as being in a Christmas movie, but then again, Bruce Willis and Die Hard's in a Christmas movie, are Christmas movies, so whatever. Today we have a left profile butt shot. Get a few wide body kitties. That's a nice way of saying that you're fat. Yes, it is, Bite. That is a nice way of saying you're fat. You're a wide body kitty. Don't you agree? Huh? But she thinks you're cute. Do I ski? No. Well, I did some cross country skiing once when I was younger, but it wasn't really anything I was into. Are you squishy? Huh? Are you a squishy cat? You're a little cuddly sometimes when you're in the mood, aren't you? Yeah, you can do that. Chilean cornbread. That sounds good. I finished off that homemade chili I made a while back. That was definitely one I'll have to go back to. Your cats are all super lovey, huh? Some might call that clingy. Never made stuffed peppers. Guess I've never really been that much of a fan of them. Oh, I bet you there's not a whole bunch that you can't do in the Instant Pot. It was really good. You're going to get up and get a cup of coffee, but now you have a cat sleeping on your lap. Yeah, see, that's the problem you run into when you drink coffee. I don't drink coffee, so I never have that problem. Short time for Tracy. Thanks for stopping in, Tracy. It's good talking to you.
Wow.
What do you think of that? Happy Thanksgiving, Tracy. Eventually, it all just kind of burns up here, burns out energy. I don't think Bite likes that. Suggest making curry chicken in the Instant Pot. That would probably be pretty good. Can't make waffles in the Instant Pot. I don't know. You might be able to. Frozen waffles, maybe. But yeah, you're probably right. Waffles are probably one of those things that you can't do in the Instant Pot. But there's a lot of things that you can do. After my microwave, that's probably my number one most used kitchen appliance. Mac and cheese was good. In the future, I might have put some of my pickled jalapenos in there too. That would have been good. I've done that before. Jalapenos and chili or in mac and cheese are great. It's almost as good as the tapatio. Chicken wings and potato wedges come out great in the air fryer, huh? I've thought about it. My problem is I've got so many kitchen appliances now. I don't know where to put them all. Yeah, I've heard that there are some of the new ovens and stuff like that have an air fryer feature. There we go. Rhonda's here. Had internet issues. That happens, I guess. But you finally made it in. That's good. Now, now I don't have to carry the conversation anymore. Whew. I've heard a lot of people do that kind of stuff who do like baked potatoes in the microwave. I don't know. I just I remember something that happened many years ago when I was a kid. My mom was making a baked potato in the microwave, and there was something wrong with the timer, and so it'd get down very close. It was a mechanical timer kind of thing. It wasn't like the digital ones like you have now. And there was something wrong with this timer where every once in a while it would get down to zero, but it wouldn't click off. And so it got down, you know, you cooked it for 10 minutes or whatever you do, and it got down to zero and didn't stop, and it just kept cooking and cooking and cooking and cooking. And she came in like 30 minutes later, and the potato that was once this big was on fire, and it was about the size of a golf ball. There was a blue flame coming off of it. Black Dot checking out. Thanks for coming in, Black Dot. It's always great when you're here. Oh, you hit a transformer blow. That's what they call it, huh? Okay. I guess I've seen that happen. Yeah, we were wondering whether you got pulled into work. That's tomorrow. Okay. I love the fact I'm on a 5 day weekend now because this is normally my long weekend to begin with, but I also get Thursday off. So on top of that, it's going to be that, and then it's going to be a 2 day work week and then another weekend. So this is going to be good. You actually watched it blow. Okay. I've seen that happen. I was at a friend's house once. We do poker parties, and we were out in the backyard because it was a nice warm night, and doing our poker party out there. And the transformer across the street blew while we were there, and knocked out the power. And we saw that too, bright blue light. We speculated that a squirrel or something got inside there, and pop goes a weasel. It's supposed to be off for 4 days. That's no good, especially when it's really cold. I mean, it's just a transformer. Just replace it. I don't know. It's that's quite a way to go, though. I mean, you know, he'll be remembered because I mean, you know, this was decades ago. I can't remember any other specific squirrels from 20 years ago. So it's quite a way to go. But he went out. He went out in a blast and in a flash of blue light. You're supposed to be off of work for 4 days. Yeah, I remember that scene in Christmas Vacation. Yeah, I've been seeing it's kind of snowing. I've been kind of watching what's going on, like in in like New York, because Buffalo has been getting pounded by snow. Let's see here. Okay, that's Europe. Uh, there we go. Yeah, I see a lot of getting caught up here. Can't really see there a whole lot, but there's a lot of stuff going on there. A lot of snow blowing through that area. Yeah, yeah, it is winter. I mean, you got to get used to that when you live in Canada. You're going to get winter every year. Yeah, I'll take Waco, Texas over either Minnesota or Buffalo. I don't, that was one of the things I considered is, I wanted to go someplace that was green, but I also didn't want to go someplace that freezes solid for 3 months of the year. Snow is fun, but in small doses. We get the right amount of snow here. Snow, thank you. I think we're back on this again. I think that's what drove Rondo away for a couple of weeks the last time when we kept making the snow jokes. Snow kidding. Okay, Rhonda's going to take a picture and show in the Facebook group. If she gets that done before the live stream's up, I'll show it. Rhonda doesn't like the snow. Yeah, that. It's more the politicization of that, and the fact that you try and shut down people that don't agree with you as deniers. Well, that's the whole point, Yvonne. When has the climate not changed? And I haven't heard anyone prove that going from 0.3 to 0.4% carbon dioxide in the atmosphere is having a detrimental effect. But you can make anything look scary with a graph by just scaling it the right way. Okay, Rhonda says the picture should be up now, so let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, that looks like fun. There's a little bit of snow there. It's not as much as I'd expected. I'd heard people talking like in Buffalo how it was like 2 or 3 feet tall. Now I don't know. Let's see if we can get an idea here. Yeah, it's hard to get a bearing on how deep it is. It could be relatively deep. It looks like they at least got the roads plowed a little bit. So yeah, that's what snow looks like. See, well, there's the other opinion. VNA thinks it's real. Yeah, we haven't had a white Christmas here in Texas. I don't know if I've ever been in any place where it snows over Christmas when it's actually snowed. Oh, that snow is just recent. Yeah, see, the worst snow I've ever had to deal with was last winter. We got about 4 inches there, and it was cold and it was wet and it was white for about 4 or 5 days, and then it melted away. That was just about right. Girls won't go out, and the girls are like Jaw. Jaw won't go outside either if it's rainy or snowy or too cold. He'll just get out. He'll get to the door and say, "You don't expect me to go out there, do you?" Yeah, ship as much as you want. Just have them throw it in the lake. It'll melt and bring up the water level a little bit. Yeah, I definitely don't like the politics of global warming. That's what it is. After you get snowed in, had to have the neighbors dig you out the door. That's funny. I guess it's not funny if it's happening to you, but yeah. See, I like going outside, even when it's a little hot. I've been known to go out and, you know, take hikes and stuff like that. And I didn't do it last night, but even if it's 30 degrees tonight, I may go out for a nightly walk tonight. I always wear a jacket. That's what you do. It's You definitely have the place to yourself when it's 30 degrees out and you're out walking. Logan has an attitude bigger than yours, huh? Logan doesn't like the snow, huh? Hmm. And, and Charlotte talks more than you. It's probably a good thing she doesn't have a YouTube account. Then she'd be the one dominating the conversations, huh? I'll tell you what, we talk a lot more though when you're here. So no, I don't remember an earthquake. Was there an earthquake in the area? That's news to me. Let me take a look at this here. That was one of the reasons I left California is to get away from earthquakes. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I see some decent sized ones here, kind of on the east side or on the west side of the state. That's not a good one. Yeah, there it looks like there's a good one. Bunch of little ones. Magnitude 4, 4.0. That's a decent earthquake though for Texas. But we don't seem to have that many earthquakes that close to us. Oh, come on, work with me here. Yeah, see, there have been a few of them though. That's kind of the I don't know if you can see the borders there. That's the Mexico-Texas border right there. So, every one of those little dots, that's an earthquake. Trying to figure out what the big one in the area is here. Let me see if I can see what the biggest one was here. No, not that, not that. I want this. Oh, 5.4. That's a big earthquake for Texas. Happened a few days ago in Mentone, Texas. Yeah, that's a decent earthquake. There have been a couple fours in the app for aftershocks. Yeah, I don't like earthquakes. I'm fascinated by the idea of them, but I don't like living through them. Okay, doesn't like to be all wet. Okay, yeah, I guess if you're getting wet and it's cold, then that's not a lot of fun. But I don't know. I still love the snow. I still love the rain. Yeah, I was saying it was on the 17th, whenever that was. So yeah, that would have been about Thursday. Yeah, that's what I saw on the map here. That's a big earthquake for Texas. I've been to the Lake Waco wetlands a couple times. I've vlogged it. I need to go there sometime when it's actually wet. I've seen the Netflix documentary called Pepsi, Where's My Jet? No, haven't even heard of it. It doesn't surprise me that maybe the strata underneath Texas might cause earthquakes to the shaking to travel more because it's limestone. Because Texas used to be the bottom of a shallow sea at one point, and so there's all sorts of limestone. That limestone is pretty hard, but also pretty brittle. It breaks pretty easily. It's soft stuff, but what doesn't surprise me, they would transmit earthquake waves. Let's see, I can get a lot of information about earthquakes from this thing here. Let's see if I can get like a shake map here. Yeah, it looks like it was felt through a whole big part of the state. Holy cow. Yeah, I see reports of all sorts of reports in Austin. Some people felt it in Waco. I don't remember it. This is what they call a shake map. And so where the little star is, that's where the earthquake is. And every one of those little dots on the screen is a place where somebody said they felt it. And then they kind of rate the intensity. And so, yeah, it was felt all across the state. And, that's San Antonio and Austin and Dallas up here. Waco's right here where these little dots are. So, some people did feel it here, felt it all the way to Houston, which is the other side of the state. That's really amazing. That was a big, strong earthquake. Oh, Gene's checking out. Time for church. Happy Thanksgiving, Gene. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way, VNA. I love reading about them, but I've been through enough of them that I've done my time. Do not like being in them. And I've never really been in a huge earthquake. I think, I was in Sylmar in Los Angeles in the '60s or in the '70s. I remember that. I remember Northridge in '94, and what was it? Whittier Narrows, and I think that was in the '80s. So I've been through enough earthquakes. I don't want to go through any more of those. They're far more interesting to read about and to watch video on TV. Yeah, Joshua Tree. I don't remember that one specifically, but Joshua Tree is kind of a long ways away too. Whittier Narrows and Northridge and even Sylmar are pretty close to where I used to live. Doesn't surprise me, Joshua Tree though. Joshua Tree is right on the fault. My house in California was right on the Elsinore Fault. Well, it was a couple miles from the Elsinore Fault. So that line, that fault moved every once in a while. It never really produced huge earthquakes, but every once in a while we get a 3.0 or a 3.5 from that. I remember one night Jordan had visited that day and he was just leaving. I was standing out in the garage, kind of walking him out. We were talking a little bit and I felt something. I said, "Oh, I think we just had an earthquake." It was that Elsinore fault. Yeah, probably not a good idea to build a nuclear plant on a fault line. That just sounds like it's asking for trouble. Although most nuclear reactors these days are really designed to protect themselves against a earthquake. How old was I when I saw snow for the first time? Well, you got to remember in California, you can basically get to any kind of environment within 2 hours in Southern California, at least. So if you want to see the snow, you can drive 2 hours and get to the snow. If you want to see the ocean, you can drive, in my case, 30 minutes or an hour and see the ocean. And you want to see the desert, that was an hour or two away. So we used to go visit or go camping, not necessarily camping, but we'd like rent a cabin in a one of the national parks, and it was kind of in the hills, and we got snow there. So we go snowing, or go sledding and stuff like that, and that was kind of fun. So I saw snow really early as a child, and that wasn't a really unusual thing. This is just the first time I've ever lived any place that snowed. And then a number of years ago, I went to visit my uncle. I used to go visit my family in Minnesota like every other year or so. Visit my grandparents, visit my aunts and uncles and stuff like that. And one year, I decided to go in the winter instead of in the summer. I always went in the summer, and decided to go the winter one year, and never do that again. Never, never, never. Too much. Northern Minnesota, you don't want to be there in the middle of January. You go outside and it hurts to breathe. Yeah, I love national parks too. Definitely want to vlog some at some point. Everyone that comes to Minnesota in the winter regrets it. There was a point where I was considering taking a job in Wisconsin, and so I would have had to get used to the snow there too. That was when I was still in the CD world. There was a big company that made CDs. You may have heard of them, called 3M, and they had a big manufacturing facility in Wisconsin. One of the reasons I considered that was, I was, an hour or two drive from, my grandparents who were alive at the time, and aunts and uncles and all that. So it would have been fun to kind of be over there and, get to experience that. But I wouldn't have wanted to deal with the snow either. Never experienced snow. I'm surprised that you didn't get snow in Canada, um, until you were 6. I just kind of figured that was a place that happens every year. I guess maybe there's places where it doesn't. Yeah, you wouldn't want to live in California. I mean, it was beautiful then, and it's still a beautiful place. It's just not a very nice place to be anymore. Every time I look out there, it's like I am so glad I left. And at this point, it sounds like a lot of my friends are going to be following me. So maybe not to Texas, but to somewhere else. Oh, okay, so I get it. All right. So it probably does snow in most of Canada every year. Hey, you gonna come up and visit? Maybe I'll think you're another cat. Come on up. Come on. There you go. I'd always want snacks. Snow is everywhere in Canada. That's what I thought. DNA thinks they're cute. Are you cute? Huh? I guess so. I guess you have your charms. See if we can coax you into coming up here real close to the camera for us. Is that how you're going to do it? You knock it on the floor and then you go run after it. Logan always liked snacks. I guess that's something Logan and I have in common. I like snacks too, Logan. You gonna come back? What's your favorite snack, Logan? Are the twins male or female or one of each? Like trying to figure out how to get up on the couch here, but the TV tray is in the way. You can't get his fat butt past it. See, that worked. Come on, your fans want to see you eat. Why? They want to see that face. Let's see how close we can get you to the TV here. Get you to the computer. So they can see your pretty face. Come on. You think you're too smart for me, don't you? Let's see who's too smart for who. I don't know. You could have 2 kitty treats. He's just sitting there staring at it right now. You don't want the kitty treats? They're right there. Look at them. They look pretty tasty. No. I bet you they smell good too, don't they? They're right there on the edge. They're just begging to be eaten. No. I guess we'll just put them back in the bin though. You don't want them, huh? Okay. You don't have to eat them. See how that works, huh? Okay, the cats are both males. Yeah, that will probably slow them down. Because male cats and dogs generally are made a little less aggressive when they're fixed, right? That sort of happened to you, didn't it? And you slept around all day and ate. Didn't burn off all that energy, turned it all into fat. Yes, you did. One of your cats is paw on the TV screen to get the treat. All right. And we'll tease all your pets here. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. We'll get the cat fur off of it. That could be yours. We got a spammer. Thank you, Rhonda. I'm just gonna block this guy though. That should get rid of all that. You gotta get one every once in a while. Seems like our troll has lost interest though. That's cool. Yeah, that was a bot. Yeah, and that's what they do is they just post the same thing over and over again. It's just a computer program designed to do that. Your hubby's fixed it, calmed him down. Oh man, that's a horrible price to pay though. Yeah, that's how you shut them down. You just block them. They come in and hijack a live stream here thinking they're going to get customers out of that. Not very smart. We were supposed to maybe get some rain today. Let's see what's going on here. Looked to me like we might get a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. We might get a little rain out of this. Looks like most of it's going north of us. Yep, that's right. Last Thursday of the month. It's hard to believe that we're already into almost through November. Seemed like just yesterday we were ending Silo of Screams. I'm quiet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just responding to what everyone says here. Ah, we haven't done a belly rub in a while. Look at that big fat belly. Today on the belly rubbing channel. Yeah, he's sort of intolerant of being handled too much or being picked up and controlled like that, but he does tolerate the belly rubs. And what exactly is a hot chocolate bomb? You have to tell us about that one. Yours do until they don't. Yeah. I suppose if I went long enough, he'd get frustrated and that'd be the end of that too. Turn into a little wiggle worm until I let go of him. Yeah. The word little doesn't describe you very well, though, does it? Big fat wiggle worm. Yeah, I guess I don't know what keto bombs are either. Special chocolate powders so the girls can have them. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool that they can have a treat every once in a while. Allergies can definitely make things complicated. Hot chocolate does sound good. Yeah, see, here we go. We're into the food part of the live stream now. First it's hot chocolate, now it's buttered French bread, which actually does sound really good. I can see his eyes because I can look right at the screen here and see what you're seeing. How many times have I used the fireplace? Actually, quite a bit. I use it a lot in the winter. I still have. You remember that tree I brought down in the front yard that basically came down almost on its own, and I showed you me cutting it down. Yeah, I've still got half of the lumber from that, so we'll get some more fires this winter out of it. Might even start one tonight. Got cat fur all over my nose here. Yeah, I love having a wood burning fireplace. It keeps this place so warm. It's perfect because it's literally right behind the laptop here, and I watch TV sitting on a chair over here, and the TV's over here, so it just warms up this room really nice. Says it's 48. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen right now. It says 47. So yeah, that sounds about right. We're supposed to have maybe some rain coming in. So in fact, while I was watching it, the little thing on the screen went from rain coming in to rain off and on. So I don't know which is more. I guess rain off and on is more rain than rain coming in. So we'll keep an eye. I did see there was a little storm kind of blowing this way here, just a little tiny cell that we may get a little bit of. Yeah, we may hit the north end of it. Maybe in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I'll kind of keep an eye out for that. When I use the fireplace, it does help with the heating bills, but the bills don't really change because I pay a flat rate for electricity here, so it's the same amount every month, and then I can just use what I need to use. So I have one of those stoves with a heat blower now. Charlotte has almond milk. Logan has oat milk. Okay, there you go. What you got to do, I guess, when you can't do a deal with the milk. Got to have almond milk or oat milk when you can't do cow milk, huh? Yeah, well, I guess we all just like to eat, right, Scott? Got to try Nutella stuffed French toast, huh? Interesting. Yeah, heating's electric here. That's one of the things I do regret about this. I really like having natural gas in the house in California, but there's just not natural gas in this part of town, I guess. Here's the fireplace on now. Okay. Yeah, I wish I had natural gas on the stove more than anything else. I mean, natural gas was great for heating the house too, but more than anything else, I wish I had a gas range. No, the fireplace is wood burning. See, that's another thing I really like about this place. My house in California had a fireplace, but it was a gas thing, and it only had little bits of flame and had artificial logs and stuff like that. And it did a reasonable job warming that room, but there's a big difference between having a a real wood burning fireplace and just something that's electric. And that's the reason why I went with the flat energy policy, because I knew that in the end, that was going to make it possible to keep the uh, AC running during the summer when I needed it, and the heat running in the cool in the winter when I needed it. Because I never used the AC in the house in California. I couldn't do it because every time I ran the air conditioning for one day, it was like a $30 bump on my electric bill. And you try doing that for every day, it's too much. I mean, the electric one I had did work in California. It's just, it took it about an hour to actually heat up the room. Yeah, well, I like kind of the ambiance that comes from a real wood fire. You don't get that from, you know, electric or or gas fires. I mean, unless you can burn wood in the gas one, but it wasn't the same feel with the one I had in California. Yeah, mine has a nice mantle too, and it's just hung on there, which is really nice because when I painted in here, one of the things I did is paint the brickwork, and it was really nice because the mantle just lifts right off. So yeah, dryer is also electric. Dryer, washer, dryer, are both electric. Also, the furnace, water heater, air conditioning. Hey, Mark, good talking. Good to see you. I really do want to get that drone. All right, Rhonda. Thanks for stopping by. My mom reads the comments, so she'll definitely see that. I know she sends her love to all of you, to Rhonda, to the girls, to the hubby, everyone. So thanks for stopping by. It was good talking to you. I always like it when you're here. You take up some of the load, so I don't have to talk all the time. Yeah, Texas gets pretty hot and a little humid at times. Not as bad as Florida, but you can deal with it. I don't spend a whole bunch of time outside when it's really hot. You have two water heaters in your house. Okay, that's gotta ding the bill a little bit. Yeah, you live in Mesa, but you don't like the hot weather. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that seems like an issue. Yeah, the thing that Texas maybe has over Arizona is south of where I am in Texas, eventually hit the Gulf of Mexico. Uh, South of Arizona is Mexico, so it's going to be hot and it's going to be dry and not going to be a lot of rain. Yeah, I don't mind the hot weather either, as long as I don't have to be in it. That was one of the requirements for getting a job when I moved here. Is like, okay, I don't want to work outside. It's got to be someplace inside that's air conditioned. So, I had my outside job with Disney. It was fun, and California was a kind of a cool place to be outside a lot in, but not here. I wouldn't want to be outside working in 100-degree weather, and I wouldn't want to be outside working in 30-degree weather. And both are possible here. All right, this rain's got to be getting close here now. Oh yeah, right on the edge of it. Just in time for the end of the live stream, I think. Yvonne is in a place where you can just wear a light sweater. Yeah. No, not here. I mean, I'm wearing short pants and a t-shirt right now, and I can go outside and be outside for a few minutes, but beyond that, I'd have to, you know, get a jacket on. In fact, if I go out and mow the lawn today, and I don't know if it rains, that may be the end of that. But if I get out and mow the lawn today, I'll probably have to put on a pair of long pants and a jacket. Yeah, I wish I had natural gas here. Get two wool coats in storage. Probably never get to wear them there. Yeah. My mom always is concerned that I don't have enough jackets, but I got plenty of jackets, and I'm not really that much of a jacket wearer unless it's really, really cold out. You know, I was just wearing jeans and a t-shirt the other day when I went to work, and somebody saw me walk in the door, says, "Aren't you cold?" It's like, "No, are you?" I mean, walking from the car across the parking lot into the building isn't really that bad. So I don't know. I can deal with extreme cold for a while. Everyone dresses like Kenny from South Park. Yeah, I'm sort of that person too, Yvonne. I've been known to, when it was snowy and wintry last winter, I went to the grocery store a couple times wearing just short pants and a t-shirt. I'm that guy. Scott's checking out. Yeah, we're almost done here anyway. Happy Thanksgiving, Scott. I gotta finish the vodka before the end of the live stream here, so gotta step up a little bit. Actually, I have a 5-day weekend this week because this is my normal long weekend anyway. So I would normally go to Wednesday, but since Thursday's Thanksgiving, I get that day off too. So that's gonna be great. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. Got a couple of Christmas themed projects that I'm working on. You'll see the first two videos on Tuesday and Thursday on that. Tried to intentionally avoid people seeing too much of it because it's actually visible if you kind of look behind me a little bit, but you'll have to see what that's all about. Encourage you to come and come back and watch. $50 gift card. Yeah, I wouldn't want to lose that. Now, I don't know what Jordan's plans are for the holidays, and I don't think I'll go visit him during the holidays. You know, we'll figure something out at some point. Yeah, I'll probably get Christmas lights out this week during the weekend here and try and get the house lit up. I probably won't turn them on until after Thanksgiving though. But there's nothing that says he can't put the lights up. I guess that's a good way to incentivize people to go get health exams and stuff like that. And it probably makes sense for them if they can keep you healthy. It's better for them. I don't have any more inflatables for the yard. I had a few of them, but it got to the point where they weren't inflating very well and they weren't looking that good anymore. So I gave them to Kenny Irwin, so he's probably going to turn them into some weird exhibit. No, I'm probably over the inflatable things in the yard. And I got to really consider what I want to do in terms of Christmas decorations because it becomes an issue of what do I do with them when it's not Christmas. You know, I'm halfway thinking right now of getting like a small storage locker for just Christmas and Halloween stuff. Put that all in there, and then when the holidays come by, you know, I just hook up the trailer, go pick it up, and bring it back. You can't stop with the inflatables. They're kind of fun, but I don't know, a little tacky too, I think. You can always try and compete with those houses that go all out. And I'm sort of the house that everyone competes against anyway right now. I love the fact that the houses, you know, all the houses in the immediate area, they all light up every year. So you're you're a Griswold at heart. Yeah, I am to some extent too. But I try and be a little bit more intelligent with the electricity. Anyway, I put in my 4 hours. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a vlog today. So I'm going to pull the plug on this one. Thanks, everyone. Had a great time today. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and I'll see you next week. Good night.